Okay, speaking of babies, Bhad Bhabie, also known as, oh, you talk about her a lot, the Cash Me Outside.
Yeah, you do.
We talked about her twice.
Al hates rom-coms and loves Bhad Bhabie.
Yes. Somebody wrote my Twitter bio for me.
Okay, so Al, the story's for you. The Cash Me Outside girl has reportedly dropped $6 million in cash, by the way, on a mansion in Boca Raton, Florida. 5 years ago, she became an internet sensation during her appearance on Dr. Phil. Take a look.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
Catch her outside and she'll go outside and do what she has to do.
Bhad Bhabie, who's 19, showed off her new digs on Instagram. The mansion has 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a 2-story guest house. Last year, she claimed she earned $1 million on OnlyFans just 6 hours after she joined when she turned 18. Have at it, Al.
I'll just say this. I do appreciate when somebody that is there to be exploited turns the tables. She was there on Dr. Phil to be like, look at this little person. She has a foul mouth. She's sleeping around. She has no respect for elders. This is what our generation is here for. And she was put there to be lampooned by the country for an hour. Let's be honest. It wasn't about helping her fix herself. Stop it. Let's be real about what's going on. She took that moment. She flipped it into a song. She flipped it into notoriety. She flipped it into a couple world tours. And she flipped it into a $6 million house in cash in a difficult market to get a house. So at 19 years old, I don't know what y'all were doing, but I wasn't doing that. So the fact that she didn't allow herself to just be another person that was paraded on a talk show, to be embarrassed and like, oh, look how she talks. She's whatever, poor, and she's like, okay, I'm that. Well, I'm going to take that and I'm going to live the American dream. And she did it. So I'm here for it.
Gross.
Don't get mad. What do you want?
Not mad. I just think this is what's wrong with America.
She's what's wrong?
Yeah, I think we reward bad behavior, and it's insulting.
We reward things that draw our attention. You're putting emotion to it. Anything that people look at, there will be an advertisement underneath it. People want to look at her, to hear what she has to say, to just look at her, as OnlyFans proved, and there is money to be made from that. So remove the emotion. I know it's hard, everybody. Remove the emotion. If you're looking at something, somebody's getting paid to advertise for it.
What do you think, Jeff?
It's very simple.
I kind of want to go, what do you think, Al? Because I kind of agree with Sam. In this day and age, we kind of look up to people who break the law, break through, break ceilings, all these things, right? What would you do if your daughter, this was like her dream, this is her number, you know, she'd, like, I like Walter Payton and Michael Jordan, she loves Bhad Bhabie, and she starts talking like that and doing things like that because she's seen the success that it could have. With a $6 million house in cash, I'm never going to get there, right?
Yeah.
So how would you feel if your daughter starts following people like this?
I would feel like it was a failure on my part. It would be a failure on my part. If my daughter feels like the only way that she can get attention is through her looks or through her behavior, then that's on me and her mama. We dropped the ball. And if we've done our job, I feel like she can look at Bhad Bhabie, maybe laugh, maybe say shake her head, or maybe have no reaction, but that's not going to now supplant her original personality. I hope that the person inside is so hardened in terms of the people that have been around her, nurturing her for 15 years, that somebody like Bhad Bhabie cannot penetrate that with a 4-minute thing on Dr. Phil.
Beautiful.
That was a good answer. That was a great answer.
Erica, how do you feel about this?
I don't disagree with Al. I think this was someone who was able to capitalize on a moment, and I think a lot of people can actually learn from this, not specifically what she did, but how it was done. Because anytime you are the first, which was a culmination of not really anything she did, it was just the timing. We talked about social media and where social media was at that time. And if you notice, if you're one of the first people on some of these platforms, it's almost like MLMs in a way. You know, the top people who get in and they are brave enough to truly be themselves, whether you like them or not. Remember, you just alluded to it, fame or shame, it's all the same game. So it's either you can be brilliant and be the most inspirational person on a platform, or you could be the most notorious, but at the end of the day, the numbers aren't going to lie either way. It's going to kind of bring you and rise you to the top. So do I agree with the idea of the exploitation of a minor at that time and the fact that there were $1 million waiting for her at the moment she turned 18 to see her scantily clothed or naked? No, I don't agree with it, but I think there is a lesson to be learned in this. It's not her fault. I do want to know, why Boca?
That's what I thought too.
Why does a 19-year-old buy a house in Boca?
That's very...
Like, it seems like there's problems straight out the gate. Like, you can't be having parties, 19-year-old parties in Boca.
Oh, honey, you know she's got a long driveway with a gate.
I don't think any driveway is big enough for a 19-year-old in a $6 million home.
That was my question too. I lived in Florida. I did a ton of gigs in Boca. Boca's an older community.
Oh, she's from there, Erica. Does that
okay.
help?
Yeah, that makes sense because that was like, that's maybe she's not a party girl. She's staying in Boca, so good for her. Lights out at 7:30.
Yeah, I'm sure.